So this woman says, I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man, a woman never benefits. Really? That's strange because if you don't benefit, then why when you divorce a man, you take all of his assets and money? That's strange. Boss girlie who owns her own LLC saying she gets no benefit from dating men in her pool. How do men feel about women like this?
Set up an LLC. I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating. I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date. I have not met one person that has made my life significantly easier because I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man, a woman never benefits. I did the move in with a guy thing and I like daydreamed about it my entire life and I didn't. I was like, ew, like this is literally like free labor and also like free S work. The thing is for me, I'm hyper independent. Like I have
Free label, free sex work. So you got with a guy you were not into. You're not sexually attracted to this guy, but your dumb ass moved in with him. You got into a relationship with someone you're not into. Free sex labor. So having sex with your partner is a chore to you. That's labor to you. That shows that you're not built for relationships. Don't get into one. But who knows? She may be asexual. I don't know. But I think this woman is very delusional. Okay, you got your LLC, but can you cuddle with an LLC? Is the LLC going to keep you comfortable at night? Can you vent to an LLC? I get it. You're a boss chick. But okay, what else do you got? I think that the guy she really wants does not want her. And she's coming to this conclusion that the type of man that she wants, they don't want her. So she's saying this. She's coming to this conclusion to cope with possibly being lonely for the rest of her life because maybe her standards are too high. So she's coming up with this stupid logic. But that's her
literally
life.
lived in 5 different cities by the time I was 30 and I moved every single time by myself. I also bought a place when I was 25, a mortgage.
Okay, so she moved to 5 different cities. So think of all the guys she was hooking up with and letting run through her. So she's ran through right now. She's 30 years old, so she's post-wall. She's ran through.
On my own. I know how to do electrical work.
Okay, so she bought a house. She said she bought property at 21. Okay, she did not buy it on her own. She got help from her family. Most of these women buying properties at a young age, they're getting help from their family, and she probably comes from a well-to-do family. Come on now. There's no way she bought this at 21. There's no way she bought property at 21 on her own. She got help with her family. She's not telling the internet everything that she comes from a very well-off family. So it's going to be hard to meet a guy who's kind of up there with your family with wealth and making all that money. So she probably feels like a lot of men are beneath her due to her upbringing and due to her background.
Electrical work. I know how to patch drywall. Like as long as I have a YouTube video, I'm good. I own my own business. I set up an LLC. I'm literally doing all these things. And when a man is literally trying to pen pal with me, just to be casual, like it gives me the ick because like, what the fuck? Like what do you have to offer? Oh, you paid for my dinner? Oh, you paid for my drinks? You paid for my trip? Okay, like I can do that myself. The appeal is not there unless a man.
So you guys, I'm telling you, stop wasting your money taking these women on dates. Stop taking these women on trips. They're ungrateful. Just stop spending your money. In 2026, do not spend no money on women. Do not waste your time, money, and energy on these women. 10 years from now, she's 30. When she hits 40 and she don't got no options, she's going to come back and complain about where are all the good men at. She's telling us right now how useless men are. She doesn't need a man for anything. She's just like all these other boss girls who've made this mistake. And when she gets older, she's going to be crying on the internet, talking about where are all the good men at. I get it. She can fix things in the house, but as she gets older, that's going to be tiring for her. She's going to be tired of doing everything on her own. She's going to want a man to help sometimes in the house.
A man is truly making my life significantly easier. I would rather be single than be in bad company.
But what she's saying is the main reason why women get into relationships. Women are only going to get into a relationship if it's going to make their life easier. If not, they're not going to even take you seriously. Women are all for self. They only get into relationships and marriage just for benefit. As I told you before, marriage is just a wealth transfer to women. That's it. Men do not really gain no benefit from being in a relationship or married, because you get with a woman, right? She feels like this is a chore, labor for her to be cooking for you, being like a good girlfriend. She feels like that's work and she doesn't want to do it. She said being with that man, living with that man, it felt like sex labor. Like So you don't enjoy having sex. Okay, if you never enjoyed having sex with your boyfriend, why the hell did you move in with them? She probably moved in with this guy because he was paying all the bills. She found some simp that she was not into, and she was paying all the bills. Women get frustrated in life when all they've been dealing with is simps they are not attracted to. So the guys that she really wants to get with, the masculine men who are making good money, she doesn't really qualify for that. She's not getting those type of dudes, because if she was truly happy and found the type of guy she wanted, she would have been locked down a long time ago. And the fact that, okay, she's lived in 5 different states throughout her 20s, all those hookups, all those random men that's been inside her, she's ran through right now. She's post 30 years old. She's post wall. She's hit the wall, but she's trying to come to this conclusion that, you know what, I'm fine being by myself. Okay, she's saying that now, but as she gets older, she's gonna want a man. She's not gonna want to live the rest of her life alone. But due to her upbringing, I'm pretty sure she comes from a well-off family. She did not get this out the mud. Women like her, she did not get it out the mud. She comes from a well-off family. For a woman to buy property at 21, she got help from mommy and daddy. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. She got help. Most people who get their first homes nowadays, they're getting help from their family. So she's bragging about that. I got an LLC. Okay, but is your business really making that much money? Anybody can get an LLC, but is your business making money? And it's probably not. If she comes from a well-to-do family and she has mommy and daddy's money, she really doesn't have to work that hard because she has their money to fall back on. So she's not meeting the type of guy she wants. She's complaining about it. She got pumped and dumped by random men in these 5 different cities. And now she's come to the conclusion that she's unimpressed with men. No, men don't see no value in her. They only used her for sex. They can see that she's kind of retarded and very naive and very dumb when it comes to relationships. And they just used her just for sex, and that's it. The sex wasn't that good for them to stay. That's why they kicked her to the curb. She's been used and ran through. And now she's come to the conclusion that men are the problem. No, it's her. She's useless, and she is not a catch, and she brings no value to anybody's life. She's just a liability, and she's all for herself. She only wants to get with somebody out of benefit. She's not a team player, but women like her, they should just be alone. Be alone, or be a side chick to some rich dude and let him turn you out and treat you like crap, because that's probably what you deserve, right? It is what it is. But I'll holler at y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Peace.